So at this point, I'm thinking, man, this lure ain't doing it. I'm fishing with it for a while, and what's funny is the last time I used this lure, it's a little white and yellow crawdad. I'm trying to show you right there what it looks like. I just took my little tripod today. I didn't take my big tripod, and I probably should have. Just trying to cut down on the weight and packing around. Now, you'll notice I'm using a backpack. I converted my survival bug out bag to my, and now it's my tackle box. And it's working out really well. I'm liking it. So here I'm trying to find my multi-tool. I finally find it so I can cut my line and change out my lure. Now, like I said, this lure here I used the last time, and man, I just caught fish on it, and it worked really well. And I actually lost it, and I ended up finding some more, and I bought 3 or 4 to make sure I had plenty, so if I lost any, I'd still have them. And then this lure that I'm about to change it to is a lure that I haven't had much luck with it in the past. But the water right now where I'm fishing is really clear, and I thought, well, I'm going to try it because it's really bright. Here in a minute, I'm going to show you what it looks like. I'm getting it out of the tackle box right now. I got a little tackle box for just creek fishing, but this backpack worked out really well. This backpack I got when my wife, oh, there you go, I'm showing the lure. See, it's orange and red and got black on top. And actually the hooks are red. So this backpack, oh, there's my first cast, and that's what I caught on it. And little pumpkin seed. Now to get back to the backpack, what I was saying about the backpack. My wife used to work for Bass Pro. She took the orders and stuff. And they would have auctions and stuff for prototypes. People would send in products that for review and stuff, and the backpack was part of that. And it's well built. It's a good backpack. And I'll get more into that later, and some other things I'm wanting to review on the fishing part. Now here I've changed positions, and I'm starting to see quite a few smallmouth bass. I'm trying to get it as close to the other bank as I can get it, because they lay up underneath them rocks and they're in the shadows. Oh, I believe I have a fish on. Yep. Now this, some people call them a sun perch, sunfish. I've always called them a black perch or a short ear. I believe some people call them short ear. I'll give you a good look at it here in a minute. I normally catch a whole bunch of these and bluegill and some brim. But today, using this lure, it actually, I'm having trouble. I'm trying to get my multi-tool out so I can unhook it. I'm having trouble unhooking the fish with my bare hand, and I knew better. So, nope, I thought I was going to give you a better look at it. Apparently not. But like I said, I normally catch more panfish than game fish. But today on this lure, I caught a lot of smallmouth bass. None of them were big enough to keep, but I rarely keep fish anyway. So I had a lot of fun. Now you'll see me right there. See, I threw it up against the other bank and I'm working it. Yeah, I thought on this cast is when I caught the smallmouth bass, but apparently not. Maybe, wait a minute. Maybe it's after I changed my camera position, but sometime in here. Awkward can't even talk, silence. Sorry about that, guys. I thought I had this all mapped out. The lure I start out with is normally the lure I keep, but man, they just did not hit that little white crawfish. But they pounded the heck out of this orange and red one. Here we go. Yeah, this is when I change positions, and then I catch the smallmouth. I give it a couple. I let it sit there, and then I give it a couple little pops or jerks. Oh, there we go. There he is. I get him just right up to me, and then he spits the lure out. He comes unhooked right there. Little smallmouth. But yeah, they just had to switch over to this lure, and then I've been wanting to try it again. Like I said, I hadn't had much luck on it in the past, but today I caught a lot of fish. I don't have much video of that because I'll tell you, it was pretty hard to videotape with that little desktop tripod. Put it down in the gravel and it just wouldn't stand up, and I couldn't tell if my angles was right. And if you can see, you're looking at my ankles. Next time I'll do a little bit better. I'll get my regular tripod out, and if I hadn't have went over, if this video hadn't been so long, I would have give you a review at the end of it, but of my equipment, but just a little longer than I wanted it to be, so I'll save that for another time. Now, here pretty soon, there is more video between this little session right here and then when I show the pictures of the bigger smallmouth I caught. But it was actually, I don't know what had happened. I put the camera down and was videotaping, and when I picked it up it was off, but apparently I hit record when I put it in my backpack, and it was sideways, and it's kind of a cool video, but it's, you know, it's not quality enough for this. So I made a few more casts and didn't catch anything. Now I am getting bites, but a lot of these fish are just really small. So I'm actually taking this as a learning experience on how to dive. I haven't done any video before on fishing, and this will be a new standard for me. So I'm learning. Like I said, I'll get me a tripod rigged up to where a taller one where I can get better angles. Like I said, when I work this bait, when I first throw it out, I let it sit there for a little bit and let the rings go away. Now here comes the pictures of a little bass. And I let the rings fade away, and then I kind of twitch it a little bit. And if anything's sitting there looking, they're going to hit it. And then I give it a couple more little jerks, let the rings fade out, and then jerk it a little bit. And then if they don't hit, then I'll start reeling. And normally they'll hit it when it first starts reeling. Thanks guys for watching.